Hi, my wonderful crochet friends. Today's tutorial, I will be teaching how to make this snowflake. So this is the first snowflake. I will be teaching how to do both, but first in this tutorial, I will be teaching how to make this one. So this is the first one that I whipped up earlier this week. I think it has some really neat patterns going on for each row. It kind of flares out here and here and then comes down like this. I really like it. I really like it. And for this snowflake, so depending on the yarn that you use will depend on the size of your snowflake. So this yarn here, this is RedHeart Super Saver Metallic. And this is a category 4 weight yarn. I believe this is an acrylic yarn. Let's see here. Pretty sure it feels like a regular 4 acrylic yarn. And it says that it has 2 balls in this row. Let's see where it says what it's made out of. Let's see. Yeah, medium 4. Okay, so here we go. So it's 98% acrylic, 2% other fibers. I guess the other fibers is this pretty tinsel, which I figured would be perfect for snowflakes. So the recommended hook size is a 5.5, which I think this is the recommended hook size for this pattern right here, but it is still 5.5. So let's see, let me zoom in right here, 5.5. So that's the hook size that I used for these snowflakes here, is the 5.5, and I'm using a sparkle acrylic. And it's hard to see the numbers. So like if you hold it up to a lamp and you look, or a flashlight or a lamp, then you can, oh look, there you go. You can see it. Like 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So this is a Boy Brand Sparkle Acrylic crochet hook, and that's what I will be using with the RedHeart Super Saver Metallic. And also wanted to show you, so this is my original practice swatch here. So this is the original that I made, and this is a Karen Cotton Cakes yarn in the color neutral or natural, and this yarn is it's much thinner. So with this yarn, I used a 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. And look, you can tell the difference between the yarn and the hook size changes. So just remember that if you change, the yarn width and the hook size, then it definitely will change the snowflake size as well. And this is the other snowflake that I will be teaching. I whipped it up pretty fast. I really like it. I really like the combination in the wheel here with the bobble popcorns here, and then with the swooshes. I really like this one a whole lot. I like this one too. I do. I like this one. I like this one too. So yeah, so we'll be learning this one today. Oh, and I wanted to give you all a look real quick at the Christmas tree, how the Christmas tree's coming along. So this is the upcoming pattern. As soon as I finish this, I will be teaching how to make this. So, but I just wanted to show you how it's coming along. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that neat? Oh, check out the inside cone. Look at that, how it grows. Like it grows like perfectly. And I had to take it apart a lot and redo it, sections. I'd work a few rows and then I'd have to take it apart and change the increase amounts and stuff. But look at that. Isn't that neat? Like it's so I mean, it took me a little while to figure out um, how to do the pattern to make it grow evenly like that. But isn't it neat? Isn't it pretty? So that's what the layers look like. Yeah. So I will be teaching how to do that really, really, really soon. So I'm really excited about this also. So we will need um, our hook, our scissors, and a yarn needle big enough for the yarn that you're using. So we'll need all three of these plus the yarn here. And yes, that's all we need for this pattern. All right, so to start off, we will start with a magic ring. So here's my yarn end. I'm just going to pull a little bit. I'm just going to create a loop. I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to go up and yarn over, pull it through that loop. So we are going to start with a chain 3. And this chain 3 will count as a double crochet. So next step is we will make 1 double crochet in the magic ring. So I'm just going to go back into that magic ring and make 1 double crochet. We will now see, we will chain 2, and we will make 2 double crochets in the magic ring. We will chain 2, and we will repeat this. Let's see, we need 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sets of these 2 double crochets with the chain 2. So we have our chain 2, do 2 more double crochets, and you could always use a smaller crochet hook if you want to, kind of tighten it down a little bit and make it smaller. That'll work too. So we will chain 2. So we have 3 sets here. So we need 2 more sets. Make 2 double crochets, chain 2. We need one more set of 2 double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we need to chain 2 before we slip stitch join. So we'll chain 2, and now we are going to join in the top of that chain 3. Trying to get that to focus. There we go. So this chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So we will slip stitch join in the top of that chain 3 chain. 1, 2, and 3. And you can yarn under or yarn over. I've realized that if you yarn over when you do your slip stitch join, it helps make it make your slip stitch join smaller. Now we will pull and tighten our magic ring a little bit. There we go. And that's what it looks like so far. So for row 2, we are now going to slip stitch into the next chain. So this double crochet chain here, I'm just going to go right into that next chain of that next double crochet and just slip stitch. We will now chain 4. And we will slip stitch into the next double crochet. So in this next double crochet here, remember we chain 2 in between these sets, so we will skip 2 chains, skip 2 chains, and that third chain, which is your double crochet chain, we will slip stitch. And it creates this little space right here. Our next step is to slip stitch over into that next double crochet chain and repeat. So we will chain 4, we will skip 2 chains and into that third double crochet chain, or that third chain on top of that double crochet, we will slip stitch. We'll slip stitch over into the next chain and repeat. 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, my camera's having trouble focusing. Skip 2 into that third chain. We will slip stitch. Slip stitch over into the next chain and then repeat. Skip 2 chains into that third chain. We will slip stitch. slip stitch over into the next chain, and then repeat. Skip 2 chains into that third chain, we will slip stitch. And here we are at the end where we began. We will just slip stitch join into that first slip stitch that we began with for our row. And this is what we have so far. It almost looks like a little miniature star flower, a little bit. But you could always keep it like that just to make you a miniature little flower snowflake, which would be cute. But for this tutorial, we are going to keep moving on. So for row 3, in this first chain 4 space, we will make 1 single crochet. And now we will make 2 half double crochets. So we'll yarn over, go into that chain 4 space, go up, yarn over, pull it through and up, 3 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Make another half double crochet. We will chain 1, and we will repeat this going down. So we will make 2 half double crochets in that same chain 4 space. And now we will make 1 single crochet in that same chain 4 space. And that is what it looks like so far. So now we will repeat this in each of these chain 4 spaces here. So we'll go directly into the next chain 4 space for 1 single crochet. Now we will make 2 half double crochets. It's 1 and 2, chain 1 in that same chain 4 space, make 2 half double crochets. It's 1, 2, and then 1 single crochet. And we will repeat this in each chain 4 space. So we have 3 chain 4 spaces left. We'll do one more together. So we'll just jump right into that next chain 4 space and make 1 single crochet. 2 half double crochets. Chain 1, 2 half double crochets. It's 1 and 2, and in that same chain 4 space, 1 single crochet. So go ahead and finish the next 2 on your own. I know you can do it, and I will meet you back at the end of this row. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like once you finish your last set of 1 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, chain 1, 2 half double crochet, and 1 single crochet, which actually, look how cute that is. Kind of looks like a flower. I think that'd be really cute too to put on your Christmas tree, especially if you have a little girl. So what we will do is we are going to slip stitch in that slip stitch right there, right where we began. So we'll just go right into that slip stitch and yarn over, and then slip stitch. And I wanted to show you the difference. So I know this looks like a cute little flower, but once we work up the next rows, it won't look like that anymore. So we are right here. See, that's the single crochet, 2 half double crochet, chain 1, 2 half double crochet, 1 single crochet. So once we work up this, let's see, row 4, it'll definitely alter the way this looks right here, but it'll still look really nice. So yeah, actually I think I might just turn one of these into an ornament too. I think that'd be really pretty. Okay, so next row. Oops, which one did I pull here? Oh, I snagged on the tinsel. Alrighty. So now let's see. Row 4. We will chain 3, and the chain 3 will count as a double crochet. In the same space, that same chain here, we will make 1 double crochet. We will chain 2, and we are going to jump right into this chain 1 space here. So we will yarn over, go into this chain 1 space, and make 2 double crochets. It's 1, same chain 1 space, and that's 2. We will now chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. In the same chain 1 space, make 2 double crochets. So that's 1, same chain 1 space, and 2. We will chain 2, and now we will repeat our pattern. So right here, this is technically a single crochet, so we will skip the 2 half double crochets, and into the single crochet we will yarn over, go into that single crochet, and make 2 double crochets. So it's 1 and 2. And we will repeat our pattern. So we will chain 2 after those 2 double crochets, and we will jump right into this chain 1 space here. So we will yarn over, dip our hook right in that chain 1 space, and make a double crochet. Make 1 more double crochet, chain 3, make another 2 double crochets in that chain 1 space, our next step is we are going to make 2 chains. We will skip over the 2 half double crochets and into that chain of that single crochet we will make 2 double crochets. That's 1 and 2. And now we will repeat. Chain 2, onto the next chain 1 space and make the 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. And then you'll chain 2, 2 double crochet in that single crochet chain, 2 double crochet, then in the chain 1 space, 2 double crochet, chain 3, and then 2 double crochet. So you will repeat this around, so you only have a little bit left of this row to do on your own. But I just wanted to show you what it's looking like so far. So you got your 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and so on. So go ahead and finish up the rest of this row on your own. I know you'll do fine. I know you can do it. And I will meet you all back at the very end of this row. So here we are at the end. I've made my chain 2, and that very first chain 3 does count as a double crochet. So I will slip stitch join. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3. So in that third chain, I will slip stitch join into that chain 3. So now for row 5, which I'm pretty sure is our last row. Yep, row 5 is our last row, so we are almost finished. So I wanted to show you. We're going to start off right here, and we are going to make we're going to make little picots. So we're going to make little picots on top of these 2 double crochets. Then we will single crochet across. So we'll single crochet in that chain 2 space. We'll single crochet in these double crochets. And then in this tip here is just single crochet, chain 6, single crochet. And then we will just continue on with the single crochets. And then we will make the little picots here. So when this is laying flat, you can see this kind of comes out like this. Kind of like a snowflake inside of this, which I think will look really neat and beautiful hanging on a Christmas tree. So let's go ahead and begin row 5. So we slip stitch joined at the end of row 4. So what we are going to do is we will make that picot. So we will chain 3. And to make the picot, after you chain 3, this very first chain here, right here. So I'm going to go in the middle of that chain until I see those 2 bars right here showing right here, and I'm just going to yarn over for a slip stitch. So I'll just pinch it and just pull that through. And then in this same chain here, I will slip stitch, and that will kind of give it a little bit more strength right here at the top of that double crochet. So now we will go over to this next chain of that double crochet, and we will slip stitch. I'll just pinch it and pull that slip stitch through. And repeat. So chain 3. In that first chain there, I'm going to slip stitch picot. So we got our slip stitch picot. In that same chain here that I first slip stitched into, I'm going to slip stitch into that one more time, just to give that a stronger connection. So now we have our chain 2 right here. So in this chain 2, we're just going to go in and yarn over. We have our 2 loops. I'm going to yarn over and make a single crochet. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to go in that snowflake, yarn over, and then yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. So these next 2 chains here, these 2 double crochets, I'm going to go into that very next chain of that double crochet and make 1 single crochet on top of that double crochet. I'm going to do that again for the next double crochet. So after the little picot things, 2 single crochets, and then single crochet in each double crochet. So it's 4 single crochets. Now we're in this chain 3 space here. We're just going to go into that and make 1 single crochet, chain 6, go back into that same chain 3 space and make a single crochet. So these 2 double crochets here, those get 1 single crochet in those chains. That's 1, and 2. This chain 2 space, I'm going to go into that chain 2 space and make 2 single crochets. So I want to show you what it looks like so far. So we got that little thing that comes out like that right here. And we just single crocheted across, chain 6, single crocheted across. So now we are back at our repeat. And these 2 double crochets, we need to make these little standout picots. And to do that, we will pretty much be doing the same thing. So we need to find the chain of that double crochet, which is right there. So we will go into this chain and make 1 slip stitch. Chain 3 picot. I'm going to go into that first chain and make a slip stitch. Go back into that chain of that double crochet and slip stitch. Next chain here for that double crochet, just going to slip stitch over and repeat the picot. 1, 2, and 3. Go into that first chain there, and slip stitch. Go back into the chain of that double crochet and slip stitch. Now we're at our chain 2 space, so we're just going to single crochet across. 1, 2. Here's those 2 double crochets. Just going to go into that first double crochet and make 1 single crochet. Go into that next double crochet, make 1 single crochet. Chain 3 space, go into that chain 3 space, make 1 single crochet, chain 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go back into that chain 3 space, 1 single crochet. Now we're at the 2 double crochets. Go into that double crochet and make 1 single crochet. Go into that double crochet, make 1 single crochet. So now we got our chain 2 space. Go into that chain 2 space and make 2 single crochets. And now we're at our repeat again. So these 2 double crochets right here get the picots. So you will repeat what we did right here for these 2. Slip stitch into that double crochet, chain 3 picot, and then slip stitch back into that double crochet. Then you slip stitch over into that next double crochet, chain 3 picot, and then slip stitch back into that double crochet, and then single crochet across, chain 6, single crochet across, and then repeat those slip stitches and picots, slip stitch, picot, slip stitch. You can do it. I know you can. Look how neat that looks so far. How it comes out with the two things. So go ahead and finish this up, and then we will slip stitch join. We will weave in our yarn end, and then also, if you want, we can make a chain to hang this. So my first original swatch here, this is my first original draft, basically. So we will make this chain here and hang it just like that if you want. So we are almost finished. So go ahead and make your slip stitch picots, single crochet across, chain 6, single crochet across, and then your slip stitch picots. And I will meet you back right here. We will end right where we began with these 2 picots. Here we are, guys. Isn't it looking good so far? Look at that. So we're at the end here, and we have our two picots. So that same chain that you slip stitched into for this chain 3 here, for this double crochet, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to go into that same chain, and we're just going to slip stitch join. We're going to cut this here and grab that yarn needle that we need. I'm going to use this one right here, just because it fits in it really well. Oops. Actually, here, this loop here, just go ahead and pull that like that, and then pull it and tighten it down, and it kind of looks like part of the pattern. And then I'm going to put this on my yarn needle. And then I'm just going to go in through that little slip stitch chain there, just like that, and you can't even tell. So now I'm just going to flip it on the back here, and now I'm just going to hide it. I'm going to go in through back of these, here. And I want to make sure it's not too tight. I don't want to affect the way the snowflake looks. Now what you could do is you could go in right here and create a loop to hang from behind the snowflake, or you can create a chain to hang right here. So I got this going through here. Let's see, might be able to make a loop right here. Let's just see how that would look. So you have a loop like that to hang your ornament, or I'm just tightening that. It really won't be noticeable. I'm just gonna go back in the direction that we came in. But for what I did is I just took this here, made a slip knot, and made a chain. And you can make the chain as long as you want. So let's try 20. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20, that's not very big. We kind of need it to be twice as long. So let's add another 20. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got 40 chains. I'm going to clip it. I'm just going to pull that loop, tighten that down, clip that yarn in that we weaved in. Let's see, we got this one right here too, for that magic ring that we started. We're just going to go in a circle. We're just going to go around, weaving that in around in a circle. And that should prevent it from widening, stretching or widening. You can keep going to close that hole up if you want. It's totally up to you. If you want that hole there. Let's go ahead and clip it. So there we go. You can always poke a needle through that to make that hole bigger. So here's our chain here that we are going to use. So this is the front. I'm going to use this one right here. So I'm just going to take that chain we just made and put it right through that loop. But I want this chain, so I want the back of the chain facing me, just like this. And then fold it. And now we're just going to make a knot right here. And look at that. So now we have our loop to hang for our Christmas tree. So there we go, guys. A very pretty, very unique ornament for your Christmas tree. So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button right below the left-hand corner of the video. Subscribe bell is right here under the right-hand corner of the video. And also hit the share button as well. It has a little arrow. Hit the share button. That way you can share this video with others, and that way a lot of people will get to make this same ornament. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all again for another snowflake. Oh, don't forget, I will be teaching how to make this snowflake next. Bye-bye, you all.